What the actual fuck? Hey everyone, welcome back to Aliens on Toast Gaming, and we have some very exciting news in the IL community, and that is the release of two new dinosaurs. As you've probably heard, the Camarasaurus and the Orodromeus have been released. So, the Camarasaurus is a bit of an interesting fish, because as it currently is, none of them have the dossiers available. There's nothing there. Not for Orodromeus either by the looks of it, but the Camarasaurus isn't actually finished. It can't attack, and if you press F, you can't do anything. So you're pretty much screwed. It can eat, you can survive as Camara, but it is not easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly showcase that, and then we're going to jump on in and we're going to do some gameplay with the Orodromeus and check that guy out. Because all I've seen from this, I've seen bits and pieces from the Camarasaurus from having a look at the streams, but the Orodromeus, all I've seen from him is his textureless model back when it was back in the Trello page when that was available. So it's been a while. It's been a long while. But I'm keen to have a look at this guy, see what he sounds like, see what he does, see if he can attack, like what size he is. I just want to check him out, really. But first, let's have a look at the Camarasaurus. Now, as you can see, there is no textures, there's no different skins for this guy, and apparently the camera is going to zoom all the way inside him. Okay, cool. We're playing on the Pillar of Creation map, and holy shit, I've never actually loaded this up. Is the grass actually that deep? Holy moly, or am I sinking into the ground? Because that seems ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we are just sinking into the ground. But anyway, this is the Camarasaurus. So, we have the basic movement of the guy. He can roar and all of that. As long as you don't press F, like I said, you've got your #1 roar. Kind of sounds like a whale. But it's very adorable. #2 roar, which is kind of like a friendly, sad whale. #3, which is, I guess, an angry whale. And then your #4, or the help call, which just sounds like a whale that's having a bit of a hard time. So, but pressing F can't do anything. You cannot roar, you cannot... Yeah, pressing F is not a good idea. You can still run and you can still move about, but anything after that, you're screwed. So don't press F if you're playing as the Camarasaurus. Now, this guy does not have any attacks, not while I'm running. Doesn't left click, right click, doesn't work. Even when I'm standing still, left click, right click, nothing happens. So this guy isn't finished. So more stuff is going to be coming out for the Camarasaurus in hopefully the next couple of days. But the Orodromeus, as far as I can tell, has been finished. So let's go check that guy out. Okay, so we're back in the Red Desert community map, and let's actually load up this guy with the second skin, just to have something different. And here we go. We've got our little guy, and oh my goodness, he is short. He would be smaller than a taco, I think. Because the taco, if these bushes just here, a taco can pretty much stand upright in those and just be visible over the top. But we're going to get hidden in these. That's crazy, but we are a lot faster. So there wasn't actually anything really released on this guy as to which chain he is responsible for. But from what I have understood, the Orodromeus is the Dryo Maya, like the theropod type line of dinosaurs in the herbivore tree, whereas the taco is the ceratopsian line. So that's where you get to your Ava, to your Diablo, to everything from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to just run across the map and kind of just check things out as the Orodromeus. He's decently fast too. That's a lot of stamina for this guy. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so we're finally almost out of stamina. I think it took us just over a minute to get to this point, which means this guy is fairly athletic. I mean, like, he's not going to run away from anything, but he's got a chance of actually, like, kind of weaving in and out of trees a bit more. The taco, when it runs, like, a fly could catch it. It's not particularly run-worthy. Now, there is a bit of a glitch with the Orodromeus, as you might have just seen. The sit animations are reversed, which I'm guessing will be fixed in a little while. So when you sit down, the Oro stands up, and when you stand up, the Oro sits down. But that, yeah, like I said, that should be fixed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go see if we can get ourselves some food, and go from there. Okay, so usually when you're playing a herbivore in the red desert, you're able to eat these cacti, which it appears we cannot. So now what I want to test is whether, unlike the Ava, the Oro is going to be able to eat on his release. So if you weren't aware, the Ava wasn't able to eat anything except on like some of the older servers in like the first week and a half of its release, which was weird. So hopefully they've kind of ironed out the kinks for this guy, and he should be able to eat whatever we find. Now the problem with the Red Desert map is not all the dinosaurs can eat cacti, but there are some lightly coloured rocks. These ones here, they're like sandstone coloured, which pretty much any dinosaur can eat the plants growing on top of those. And it appears we can eat. That's pretty cool. So all we have to do now is fill ourselves back up. It's got a cute little eating animation, and he suffers from the head tilting. Oh no, he doesn't. Not too bad. Yeah, I was going to say he suffers from the head tilting thing that is going around at the moment, but that is not a thing. And here we have the Orodromeus. So let's go find ourselves some water and see how this guy looks when he's drinking. Okay, so we're heading towards the lake just up ahead here. Now I know there's a little... Hello, Hypo. That'd be an interesting size comparison, Oro versus Hypo. But there is a little ramp into the water up here, which I also want to test out to see what this guy looks like when he is swimming. But from what I heard, he can eat, he can drink, he can swim, he can pretty much do everything because he is essentially finished. The only difference between him and some other dinosaurs, I don't know why I'm referring to it as him, the Orodromeus is not a gender-specific dinosaur. But the only difference between it and some of the other, like, higher tier dinosaurs is it can't attack, which is exactly the same as the taco. Taco can't attack. So yeah, looks like he can drink. That is fine. Sweet. Okay. How does this guy look? Yeah, he looks pretty good when he's... Hello there, staring at the camera. He looks pretty good when he's drinking, actually. Like, I know there was some early stuff where he kind of looked like he was praying, like he was on a prayer mat, that type of thing. So let's have a look at what this guy looks like when he's swimming. And, oh, have I got myself stuck? No? Nope. Seems like we're all good. Okay, let's try that again. This time we will jump over the hole, and we've just jumped straight into it. Let's try that again. And over the hole. There we go, there we go. And over this hole too, and... Well, we were going to jump off anyway, but anyway, this is what the Oro looks like when he's swimming. So, not the doggy paddle that the Ava produced, but kind of the same way that the Dryer and any of the theropod type herbivores swim. So it kind of makes sense. I mean, that's the line that they're going to be in. Seems like he gets out of the water fine. Seems like a fairly rounded off dinosaur. Let's do some more exploring though. Holy shit, the pew is huge compared to this guy. We are literally smaller than his foot. That is terrifying. Hello up there, you gargantuan monster. Okay, so there is one last thing that I wanted to test with the Orodromeus, and that is very specific to the Red Desert community map. That is the... I don't know what the lake is actually called, but there is a waterfall, or there will be a waterfall. The text is not imported for it yet. But there will be a waterfall leading into a small lake at the end of this here path. At the moment, if you're anything other than a taco and you jump off that ledge into the end, you die. That's it. There's nothing to it. This is actually some really nice scenery here. We'll take some screenshots. But anyway, as I was saying, the waterfall has a lake at the end of it, which only a taco can survive. However, getting out to this is really risky because the taco is very slow, very noticeable. So if the Oro can survive this jump, that means it's got its own unique escape strategy up at that lake, which I think would be really cool. So there's a lake down here. Let's just see if it has water at the moment, which it does, and apparently we're going in! My bad! Ooh! Ooh, we survived! That's awesome! Look at us go! That's so cool! That's so stupid, but so cool. I'm so glad the Oro makes that fall. That's awesome. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks, and bye-bye!